Hello and welcome to my first video on this brand new channel. This is the CC Academy, the Content Creators Academy. Its aim is to help you guys to success, getting a brand new channel, getting content out in 2022 is not easy. Its general plan is just to help you guys out. This video today is my biggest tip for starting a new YouTube channel, TikTok, whatever it is you are trying to do. This video is aimed to help you. Honestly, my biggest tip in 2022 for starting any new channel at all is getting content out. Now, I personally run the Critically Clueless YouTube. I also run the TikTok for the Critically Clueless as well. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm around. I've been on different social medias, putting out different content for around 2 years now. The YouTube channel is doing really well. My biggest tip to anybody starting out in 2022 is to just make content. Get your stuff out there because it's a long road. Yes, you may get lucky. Everyone can have a lucky video. Personally, that's never happened for me. I've never had that lucky video, but yet my channel is still monetized. I've got it monetized in under a year of official creation, and it's doing really well in its second year as well. Honestly, you do need that content out there as quickly as possible, because at the end of the day, if your content's not out there on whatever platform that you are putting it out on, then they're not going to be able to find you. A lot of people, I find, tend to try and build up their content before they even release. Maybe that's a good idea. But I would say release it. Release it when you have made it. Make yourself a schedule that you can actually stick to, so that way YouTube and your potential viewers know when to expect your content, and just make sure it happens. Because if you don't have that content out, people are not going to be able to find you. To give you a rough idea of what I mean is that, it really is about a marathon. This is no sprint. It's going to take you a long time to build up a successful channel, and have that audience and that community backing you throughout whatever it is that you are doing. Like I said, that community is key, absolutely key to build an audience, and I will put out another video explaining how I personally have built up my own community at a later date. But for now, what you need to focus on is just getting your content out there, so that way people can actually see you. From 0 to 1,000 subscribers, I think I must have put out maybe 250 videos in that first year. That's 250 videos. Some people would say I got lucky. Some people would say that maybe that's too many videos that I, had to put out. But that's just me. That's just my channel and what I had to do. I know that other people have put out close to 1,000 videos and still not hit 1,000 subscribers. Just because you've got content out doesn't necessarily equal a sub, a view, a like, whatever it is. But the point is, if you don't have that content on your channel already, then you're not going to get it in the first place. Another excuse I hear quite often is I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the latest PC, the best camera, the best microphone. I don't have, the best overlays or anything like that. All these things don't equal subs. Some things that I found is sometimes I can spend 50 hours working on one single video, and that made absolutely bum. It doesn't guarantee you views. It doesn't guarantee you subs. So I would advise just starting out whenever you're able to, whenever you can make the content that you want to make, whether, it's to entertain, to educate, whatever it is you're trying to succeed in with your content, just make it happen as quickly as you can. After that, try and get better. Once you've got one video out, 2 videos out, try and make it better than the last video. Don't get boiled down in thinking that you don't have the best equipment, therefore you can't possibly make a YouTube video or a TikTok. I personally built up my YouTube channel with just a phone, an Xbox, and a few extra gizmos. No PC required whatsoever. I'll also do another video a little bit later explaining just how I done that, but the point is I done it without having everything that most other people actually have, and still managed to make a successful channel out of it. A big tip when it comes to actually getting your video seen, especially, your initial videos, what makes your video better than everyone else out there, because you've got to remember, if this is your first video, your first 10 videos, you've got 0 subs, you need to give people a reason to actually click on your video in the first place. And that's where thumbnails are so important. They really make the difference between your video getting hit and your video not getting hit at all. Now, we recently done a video on the channel already, so I done a video on it about thumbnails, going more in depth about some thumbnails, but that's something to consider looking into. Watch that video, tell me what you think. Note it down in the comments as well. I'll try and actually tag that video for you guys. Another thing that I think is quite important to think about is your title, your description, and your tags. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about all of that in this video. Again, it's something we can do at a later date. What's important to note is all those 3 things, they have to actually sing together. They have to make sense so YouTube know what to do with it, especially if you're on YouTube. Again, if you're on TikTok, or if you're on Twitch, maybe it's not so important on Twitch, but when it comes to YouTube and TikTok, you have to make sure that these tags and these descriptions, the title, all make sense, all in line. Again, we will do a greater video on that a little bit later, but they're just a few of these short, small tips that I wanted to give you guys to kind of give you a heads up. My greatest advice is just to get your content out there for people to see, and after that, you can improve. But guys, I think that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for joining me in my first video on the channel at least. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know. Hit that thumbs up button, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe because we're a brand new channel and we're trying to grow. We also have an active and growing Discord. I almost forgot about that, but we do have an active and growing Discord. I think there's like 200 people in it. If you want to jump in, talk about gaming, talk about this channel itself, ask for tips and tricks, maybe even talk to myself, Sai, Screen Stars, or Beeb about anything that you want to know, feel free to join. The link will be down in the description. But until next time, guys, I've been the Monk, we've been CC Academy, and I'll see you in the next video real soon.